welcome back to my channel, and today I have another really cute fall DIY for you. And this one is coming from the Dollar Tree, I've gotten some of my supplies at Big Lots, and then some I believe even came from Walmart. It just depends wherever you want to buy your napkins from. So what we're going to do is a napkin transfer onto wood. And you can even transfer it onto canvas if you'd like. So let me show you what you'll need to make the project. I really like these napkins, and they came from Big Lots, and they were $3, and you get quite a few. And it says autumn and leaves and maple leaves, okay? And then these came, I'm pretty sure, from Walmart, and I thought these were really adorable. And they were $1.97. And you get quite a few of those. And then these came from the Dollar Tree. I'm sure you all will recognize these. So, Dollar Tree, okay? So what you want to do, and then you need to either get you, you'll need an iron, and you'll need probably a glue gun, because I'm going to make little stands for the back, and you're going to need some paint, and I'm going to use the Folk Art coffee latte that I use all the time. And then you're going to need something to actually iron, put your board on, and I'm just using a cutting board because it gets really hot. And then you're going to need to cut your wood for the size that you want, and this is just leftover thin plywood that we had left over. So I'm just going to use that. And what you want to do, and then you're going to need some saran wrap, and you're going to need some parchment paper, okay? So what you do is you separate your napkin till you only have the top part. And sometimes it can be a little tricky getting that loose. Okay, so what you want to do is take that top, separate your napkin so you only have one ply there. You don't want to have that little backing. And then what you want to do is tear you off some saran wrap. And what you're going to do is you're going to put the saran wrap down over top. Push this down a little more. Over top of your wood or your canvas, and make sure that you try to get the wrinkles out of it. I mean, you're going to have a few, but try to get it as best as you can, the wrinkles out. Okay, then you're going to put your napkin on the surface, on top of the saran wrap, and the saran wrap's on top of your board or your canvas, exactly where you want it. Then you're going to put your parchment paper over top of that, and then you're going to have your iron on high and have it already hot, and then you just start ironing it for about 3 minutes. And what I do is I just hold it on places for a while, and then I move it around. So I'll be back after 3 minutes, and then you check periodically after 3 minutes to see if it's adhered. And I'll be back once it's adhered, and we'll go from there. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I'm going to take this off. Now this will be very hot, so you need to be careful. It's very, very hot. But you can see if you try to lift it up on the ends, it's all adhered down. Now we have this. So what you want to do, and you also need some sandpaper, and I just have one of these on a block. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, I'm going to move my iron over a little bit, and I'm going to put this down so that I don't get sawdust all over everything. And I'm going to flip this upside down. And I'm just going to trim right on the edge of where I have been, of what's left over, just like that. you just trim off all this along the edge, okay? You can do so much with this. If you see some napkins or just about anything that you really like, you can transfer it onto a piece of wood or a canvas. Okay, now you have this, which kind of looks, I mean, this is pretty, but this is really ragged looking. Okay, so what you do is you take, let me move this out of the way for a second. What you do is you take this, then your sandpaper, and you turn this on the side, and you just start basically sanding the rest of the saran wrap and the parchment, not the parchment paper, but the saran wrap and the napkin off until you get a nice smooth finish. And then you can either, I mean, if you wanted, you could just put some more saran wrap around the side and just continue it. But I'm going to paint my ends, or you could even put some jute around the edge. That would be really cute. You could put ribbon. You could do whatever you wanted. It really doesn't matter. But you just keep going until you get that off, until it looks really smooth. And it just comes right off. And it's easier if you have it on like a block like this. It's not as hard on your hand. But it really gives a nice look. Okay. Now I need to work on it a little bit more, so I'll be back. But you can see how cute this is. I'll be back when I get this finished. Okay, I'm back, and here's what you have, and it's really, really cute. And what I did is if you wanted it to be, mine isn't going to be seen from the back, so if you are going to have it to where you can be seen at all from the back, I would paint this. But I just cut some little blocks and painted those and just glued them on the back, and you can see how it stands up. I did this one earlier. It is really adorable as well. Now I'm going to do this one with the oak leaves, okay? So we'll do one more. It's really, really simple. The hardest thing I found is getting the napkin separated. That is what's been the hardest for me. And sometimes I don't have any trouble, but sometimes, it does not want to separate. I'll be back as soon as I get this one separated. Okay, guys, I'm back. I absolutely could not get this one separated. So let's see what happens when you don't separate it. Because it just does not want to separate. Okay, so once again, we'll put our saran wrap down. Try to get as many wrinkles out as possible. It's not going to be perfect, but you want as much out as possible. Then you're going to put this exactly like you want it and make sure it's going to cover your board. And it's going to show what you want to show. And then just put your parchment paper over. And now iron for 3 minutes on high. And I'll be back just as soon as this one's done too. Okay guys, I'm back, and let's see, I think this is adhered nicely. It is. Okay, so what you do, like I said, I'm going to move this cutting board now because I'm not going to use it anymore. And you're going to get this and put it down. You just flip this over. And you trim the edges. But this is really simple, but yet you can possibilities are endless, what you can do. I really do love it. Okay, so we got fairly close, and this is going to be, I mean, super cute. So let's look. And then you just take your sandpaper on your block, which I found is better to do it this way, and just start sanding until you get it nice and smooth. And I forgot to tell you, you don't want to put any steam in your iron. You just want it hot with no steam. You don't want to use steam when you're doing this. I'll finish this up and I'll be right back when I'm done. Okay guys, I'm back, and here's this one, and I decided to just leave it alone and not put anything around it. And then here's this one. I think it's really cute too. And this one, I did go ahead and put some jute around the edges. If you wanted, you could put something wider. I just didn't have anything wider, but I think these are absolutely adorable. And on this one, if you'll remember, I told you that I didn't get to separate the plies, and it seems to have worked just fine. So here's my little DIYs for you. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye guys.